May 31st, 2006, Stockholm. Before sunrise, a teenager's bedroom experiment is about to become the most hunted machine on Earth. Under a bed in a quiet apartment, a server, jury-rigged with tangled cables and cheap fans, once held the beating heart of a digital rebellion. That heart powered the Pirate Bay, a site Hollywood blamed for $30 billion in losses, a site that mocked global copyright law, a site 25 million people relied on every day. By noon, Swedish police bragged that it was over. 53 armed officers had stormed 10 locations, ripping out every server, every cable, every last screw of Pirate Bay infrastructure. Prosecutors held victory press conferences. Hollywood executives toasted champagne. The world's most infamous piracy empire was dead. But 72 hours later, the homepage blinked back to life, stronger, louder, and laughing at the people who tried to bury it. A pirate ship fired cannonballs at a Hollywood sign. And governments around the world realized something terrifying. They hadn't just failed to kill Pirate Bay. They had proven it couldn't be killed at all. Because they didn't understand what 3 Swedish hackers had built or why it could survive anywhere. Amsterdam, Seoul, Antarctica, it didn't matter. To kill Pirate Bay, you'd need to kill the entire internet. And no amount of lawyers, lobbyists, or police raids could do that. The birth of a digital ghost. 2001, Stockholm. 19-year-old Gottfrid Svartholm, online alias Anakata, sits cross-legged on his floor, surrounded by cables like a young wizard trying to summon something forbidden. He is skinny, sarcastic, brilliant, and restless. When he writes code, his eyes focus with the intensity of someone carving lines into reality. Together with Fredrik Nye and Peter Sunda, he wires together a BitTorrent tracker for an anti-copyright collective operating out of a warehouse. No business plan, no fear, no logs. Their only goal, make file sharing frictionless and untouchable. By late 2004, the project has a name, the Pirate Bay, and 40,000 users. Gottfrid's bedroom server is melting under traffic. His parents complain about bandwidth bills, so the trio creates PRQ, a hosting company with one sacred rule. We host anything. We keep no logs. It becomes the bunker for digital dissidents. When Hollywood sends takedown notices, PRQ posts them publicly like trophies. And then comes the moment that cements Pirate Bay's legend. DreamWorks demands they remove a torrent of Shrek 2. Gottfrid replies with an email that detonates across the internet. Sweden is not a state in the United States of America. No Swedish law is being violated. It is the opinion of us and our lawyers that you are morons. He signs it politely. Go F yourself. As usual, Anakata. Traffic triples overnight. The Pirate Bay isn't just a site anymore. It's a symbol, a provocation, a growing organism evolving beyond its creator's control. By 2005, 25 million peers connect to Gottfrid's custom-built tracker, Hypercube. Every swarm strengthens the network. Every torrent creates redundancy. It becomes clear, you can seize servers, but you can't seize a community. Pirate Bay is becoming the internet's first digital hydra. Cut off one head, 2 more appear. Hollywood panics, lobbyists pressure Swedish officials behind closed doors, and in May 2006, police mobilize for an operation designed to end piracy forever. Gottfrid receives a whispered warning at dawn. They're coming. He doesn't panic. He spent 2 years preparing for this exact scenario. Pirate Bay's entire existence, databases, configuration, infrastructure, fits on a USB drive and already lives on encrypted servers in the Netherlands. If Sweden burns everything today, Pirate Bay will rise tomorrow. The raid that made them legends. May 31st, 2006, 5:47 a.m. Police break down the first door in a Stockholm suburb. 10 locations get hit simultaneously. Servers are yanked from racks. Hard drives ripped out mid-operation. Technicians stand frozen with their hands up as officers haul away machines by the cartload. Gottfrid and Fredrik are handcuffed and dragged into interrogation rooms. Cameras roll, headlines surge. Pirate Bay shut down. Global piracy empire destroyed. Crowds gather in Stockholm waving pirate flags, demanding the founder's release. Hollywood celebrates. Sweden congratulates itself. The internet panics. And then, 72 hours later, the Pirate Bay reappears online. Not limping, not damaged, laughing. Cannonballs fly across the homepage. A message below reads, "The galaxy's most resilient BitTorrent site. The raid has backfired spectacularly. Traffic triples, donations pour in. Journalists swarm Peter Sunde for interviews, and he grins as he tells them, 'We weren't down. We were scaling up to handle the traffic you gave us.' Behind the scenes, the team hardens everything. Mirrors in Europe and Asia, redundant infrastructure, modular code designed to deploy anywhere electricity exists. They even release compressed backups of the entire site, allowing anyone to spawn a new Pirate Bay clone in minutes. Pirate Bay evolves from a site into an idea with no central point of failure. Swedish prosecutors are humiliated and push forward with criminal charges. Hollywood doubles down. Politicians craft new laws, but the damage is done. Pirate Bay has achieved digital immortality. To kill it now, you'd need to dismantle the internet itself, and nobody is ready for the trial that follows, because it will determine whether the old world of copyright can survive the new world of decentralization. The fall of Antarctica and the site that outlived him. February 16, 2009. The Stockholm District Court transforms into a circus. The Pirate Bay founders arrive like rock stars, sarcastic, unbothered, tweeting live from the defense table. Prosecutors attempt to explain BitTorrent technology and fail so badly that Gottfried publicly corrects them. Reporters laugh. Protesters march outside wearing pirate hats. But the verdict is severe. Guilty on all counts, 1 year in prison each, and millions in damages. They appeal, they lose. And when police arrive to collect the sentences, Gottfried is gone. For years, he lives as a ghost in Southeast Asia, writing code in internet cafes, rumored to have helped build the infrastructure behind major leaks, living exactly like the decentralized system he created, stateless, rootless, uncatchable. Until August 2012, when Cambodian police and Swedish officials kicked down his door. Gottfried is deported, imprisoned, and immediately charged with something far darker than copyright: hacking Swedish tax systems, ID databases, and even an attempted bank breach. He claims his machines were hijacked by unknown attackers. Evidence shows malware. Prosecutors argue he staged it. The court delivers a split verdict: guilty on data breaches, not on the bank fraud, adding years to his sentence. Before he can catch his breath, Denmark demands extradition. Their police databases were breached too, and investigators traced the intrusion to Antarctica. In 2014, Gottfried faces the harshest hacking trial in Danish history. His defense argues someone else used his alias. The jury rejects it. He receives 3.5 years in prison. When he exits in 2015, thin and hardened, Sweden rearrests him for one final leftover sentence. By December, he is finally free, after years of chasing, fleeing, hacking allegations, and prison cells. But the system he built never needed him. The Pirate Bay sails on through domain seizures, ISP blocks, DDoS attacks, international raids, and the imprisonment of every founder. It persists because it has no center, no headquarters, no master key, no single machine you can unplug. It became the first digital organism designed to survive any government on Earth. And that's the lesson. You cannot kill what does not die. You can only chase its shadow across the internet.